Governor Noem was scheduled to be on this program, Inside Politics, today. Her team reached out to us weeks ago to book her here, and we reconfirmed earlier this week. She abruptly canceled last night.
All right, after a disastrous week of PR, Kristi Noem's team, I guess, has decided no more interviews. And Dana Bash announcing this yesterday on CNN. Take a look at this, and this little package includes a reminder of how this week has gone very, very wrong.
Governor Kristi Noem has taken hit after hit on television this week about the story she tells in her own new book about how she shot her poorly trained dog and about not really meeting with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, despite saying she did.
Over the last week. I should not have put that anecdote in the book. I'm not going to talk about my meetings.
Indicates that it happened, right?
I'm not.
Did the dog story come up in your conversation?
I talk to President Trump all the time.
Did you bring up
yes,
the dog?
enough,
with
Stuart.
Did you
this
bring
interview
up the dog
is
with Trump?
ridiculous, what you were doing right now.
When you recorded your own audiobook, you didn't notice
I'm not going to discuss about my meetings with world leaders.
I'm not asking you to. I'm asking you about recording the audio.
Did you want to talk about something else today?
Now, Noem had been a top candidate to join Donald Trump's ticket. Here's what Trump himself said about her yesterday.
I like her a lot, so, I don't want to comment on anybody on the list, but she had a rough couple of days, I will say that.
Governor Noem was scheduled to be on this program, Inside Politics, today. Her team reached out to us weeks ago to book her here, and we reconfirmed earlier this week. She abruptly canceled last night. We want to say, Governor, you are, of course, welcome on the program anytime.
Also, Kristi Noem canceling on Fox News because of snow, which is kind of weird. The Daily Beast reporting on that and saying that they cited a snowstorm in South Dakota as the reason why she couldn't do the interview. But at the time, Noem appeared to already have been in New York City. So it's not really obvious why, if you're in New York and scheduled to do interviews in New York, you can't do them because it's snowing halfway across the country. So listen, this is clearly too little too late. It's the right decision. There is no way out of the hole that she dug for herself. She was asked direct questions in every interview, which she refused to answer. She bailed on multiple interviews now. And as bad as that looks, I mean, listen, the press over bailing on the interviews is going to be short. It's a one-day news cycle that she's bailing on interviews. She destroyed her shot at being Trump's VP by doing the interviews. So it does make sense. The smart move would have been to cancel the interviews up front and not even start this nonsense on Sunday.
Yeah. Go ahead and keep babbling. Yeah, go and babble away, nutters. Listen, y'all believe so much that you're right. It's very humorous. It's very humorous to me. The confidence that I see on the nutters in the media. You are truly a funny little bunch. And it's a lot funnier to know that you don't intimidate us like that. And I'd like to know what y'all think about that. Y'all seem to have everybody shook and scared to object to y'all's objections. Y'all on full attack mode. Anybody and everybody who doesn't co-sign with nuttery, as if, hey, if you do not condemn Kristi Noem, you are evil, you are a horrible person. That seems to be the ammunition that dog culture is running with right now, and they feel as if they've won with it. Oh, this is your experience right now, dog lovers. Now, even if this was a media performance, who cares? I'm talking about the people buying into it. All the dog lovers feel like they've won. They feel like this is a victory, but y'all know not to bring that over here. That's what's so funny. Not in a single one of my videos. Y'all may have seen a couple. I'm going to deal with one of the comments that someone left on one of my channels. Somebody mustered up the strength to put up a defense for dogs on my original channel. We'll get to that. But these people are hilarious. Hey, interview, if you can't talk to her, what's the next best thing? What's the next best thing? I believe the next best thing is to talk to her defenders. Talk to the people who 100% co-sign with what she did. You know, throw the cops in while you're at it, because they didn't do nothing to her. No charges, nothing. Let's talk to anybody who sided with her in any way at all. Y'all not doing that. It's just a witch hunt for this lady, which in itself is a performance by the media. You don't even want to talk to her defenders, her supporters. I'll defend her in a heartbeat. I know a few people, other people, who'll do the same. What she did was too civilized for the modern savage civilization. The issue, as we all know, the problem is that we're dealing with an extremely savage civilization that's trying to make it even more savage. Now, you remember the last civilization that tried to normalize degeneracy. Those civilizations always fall. They always fall. And y'all want to try to duplicate it? Listen. What are you going to ask her exactly that's supposed to have her shaken? She avoids answering questions, which that's the only thing. If she would just go through with answering the questions and let them have it, that would be hilarious. I truly believe she possesses the ammunition to slaughter each and every one of these dog lovers. She just refuses to do it because she thinks it'll ruin her chances. Well, it probably will. It probably will. Most people love dogs. It probably will. But you know what? I don't care. I don't care. I want the pleasure of publicly silencing them. I want to see it in the media. I want to see dog culture get owned just on a social level on the media, because y'all's goofy retorts and arguments and accusations, I think, are just hilarious. Now, this is kind of sad because they claim, they insist that the dog was poorly trained. That's pretty much what they're hiding behind. Like, hey, you shot a poorly trained dog. They are totally dismissing whatever amount of training she attempted. They're not giving that any credit at all. She had already specified that it was untrainable, meaning they tried to train it. Some dogs are untrainable. That's just what it is. And I was listening to a piece earlier today by a dog expert. We'll probably watch it again, where he talked about how sometimes your own dog will spaz out and attack you for absolutely no reason at all. I kid you not. Just give me a few seconds. I can find the video. This joker said that the dog will get fed up with you being nice to it. Y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know I am not lying. He said the dog will get fed up with you being nice, feeding it, cuddling up with it, rubbing on it, being affectionate, and never being mean to it. It will say, hey, you're weak, you're too nice, let me attack you. And they're talking about training. It was just poorly trained. Well, how long have dog trainers been out? They've been out for a while, haven't they? Dog trainers have been out for quite a while. I want y'all to listen to this brief video. I won't play the whole thing. It's short anyway, 3 minutes, 51 seconds.
Hi, I'm Shannon Coiner, and I am the author of The Evolution of Dog Training, From Choke Chains to Clickers, Uncovering the Secrets of a Well-Behaved Dog. A lot of people ask me why I wrote this book. And the reason I wrote it was because I see clients every day that come to me with their dogs on choke chains, pinch collars, maybe they're using shock collars at home. And when they come to me, I don't use any of those things. And sometimes if the only way they've trained a dog is with those more aversive training or traditional training methods, they don't understand when I say we're going to remove those and we're actually going to start using treats and clickers and positive reinforcement. So I really wanted to be able to describe where traditional training came from and how we've evolved over the years to a more positive training theories and more methods that are less aversive to our dogs and actually more pleasant for us. So I wrote the book with, and when you get into it, you'll get to see that we start with explaining where did traditional training came from. It came from World War I in 1910. I oftentimes ask,
1910? So y'all have had a long time to perfect this. Who does something for that long, over 100 years, and you still haven't perfected it? How can, after all that time, dog attacks still be rising? Even when there recently been an explosion of dog trainers and a heavy circulation of knowledge, where dog trainers not even on one side of the planet could not keep training strategies and secrets from people on the other side of the planet. The internet made it so that whatever one trainer knows and practices, everybody else knows and practices, because everybody showcase everything they do on the internet. Plus you get books, and so technology has helped y'all to be more advanced, where the average person, even without spending money, can take y'all's tips, advice, and sometimes free training and train their own dog. How long y'all been at this? And y'all still, dog attacks still going up? So dog training is a failure. Dog training in and of itself is a failure. Now you heard her talking about or promoting positive reinforcement. That's just one of the modern ways of training a worthless, good-for-nothing, deranged mutant. And that's what they're trying to do. They know it's impossible. So they're just going to milk the making people believe that it's possible. We need to write books. Oh, we need offer training courses and just make them believe it's always possible. And just, you can make money forever if you get people duped like that. See, if people are smart, practical, and be like, these are mutants, biological mutants, deranged, bunch of deformities, neurological disorders, they snap, no matter, and they have aggression that other animals don't. It's as simple as that. Y'all know it's been getting warm here recently. Once again, I always talk about these animals that I see out in my part of the world. We have groundhogs, we have ducks, and these things act like they don't care that we humans are here. They will walk close to us, right by us. We can walk right by them. No anxiety, no nothing. They'll even look at us and then look away, walking totally calm. Other animals of the earth do not launch unprovoked random attacks on people. And dogs are supposed to be man's best friend. Now look at all these so-called ways of training a worthless, good-for-nothing, deranged mutant. Today's methods of dog training. Look at this. Balanced dog trainers, purely positive dog trainers, dominance or pack leader trainers like Caesar, behavior adjustment training, science-based training, mirror training. Really? You sound like you've become so advanced. You'd think y'all would actually show a pattern over a period of time where dog attacks actually decreased. Why are they on a steady incline as time goes on? That itself proves training is a farce. It's a farce. Don't give me this rhetoric about a poorly trained dog. Not trying to hear it.
But she also may be contractually obligated to do interviews with her publisher in order to promote her book, which I don't know anything about the sales numbers. I hope the book is failing. I saw some choice words in the reviews, but I hope that the book is failing. And
he hopes her book is failing. He's wishing failure on her, wishing her the worst. They are that confident that they are morally in the right. That is hilarious. That is hilarious to me. And David, you know, I don't think I've responded to any of his content, but I've been waiting to. And this one, thank you. You uploaded this 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago now, and the views are climbing quickly. He's got over 2 million subscribers on his channel. Okay, so they're still putting out their content, and they feel like this is such a victory, and we've rallied for dogs. Y'all think y'all rallied for dogs, and we won, we conquered the evil dog haters. No, Kristi Noem is a dog lover too. She's one of y'all. That's the funny thing about it. I don't claim her as, I'm not. She is one of y'all's. She just got a little bit more sense. And that's all it takes for her to have done something that's too civilized for dog culture. All she had to do was just have a little more humanity inside her and put her family first. You see, with farmers and farm life, everything is about money. You got a dog killing chickens. Do you know how much money is lost? You know how much money? That's how they look. They look at everything in terms of dollars. You got a dog that's supposed to be assisting you to make money. Killing the chickens. So money loss. When that starts happening and you try to train a dog, can't train it, you are within your right to put it down as she did within the law. Y'all do not have the moral high ground. That's why the law said it's okay to do it under these particular circumstances. Are y'all saying y'all are above the law, that nuttery is above the law in this case? Look, I've talked about a lot of laws I don't agree with. But there are a lot of laws that make perfect sense. That I'm behind 100%. What's y'all's problem? You don't think the law took into account the moral aspect of it? It wasn't tortured. It was not tortured. Y'all don't complain about the dogs that's euthanized every year, with the millions of them. Y'all don't even have the logical authority in this debate. It's hilarious.
She certainly has self-destructed completely and totally. So hopefully, and listen, by the way, I'm not itching to hear from Kristi Noem. I couldn't care less what she thinks. And so I think it's a good thing that we push her out of the national spotlight, because her ideas are disastrous. She's a disaster. And hopefully this entire episode, it's going to put her in the dustbin of history, okay? As Ron DeSanctimonious would say. It's important.
No. You all are disastrous. No. You are a disaster. Y'all are the ones falling apart right now. You're pretending as if you want real debates with people who defend this position. They're not hard to find. They ain't hard to find. Right? Y'all itching. What you pretending to really want to condemn a position, a frame of mind, like what she has. Somebody willing to put down a dog killing chickens and then trying to attack her. Why aren't you trying to do it? No, you just want this little goofy witch hunt and then attack her on a moral level. Oh, you're killing puppies. Oh, how cruel are you? Did you talk to him about the puppy? And it's so goofy. And that's why you got to laugh at it. At a certain point, you got to laugh at it. And to see them with this this dog pride, you know, you feel the dog spirit. You can smell the dog in the air. They feel they've won.
Important to me that any supplement.
They feel like they've conquered one of ours. Don't try to use Kristi Noem as some type of representative of critics of dog culture, as if she represents people who don't humanize. Because this is what this is about. Her supposed to be her failure to look at the dog as a human, treat it like a human, and always opt for more training, more training, more training, more training. It's a human. It's a baby. It's a baby. No. They have a structured brain opposite of ours. Opposite of ours. Y'all have a seat somewhere. That's what y'all need to do. Walking around, acting like you're tough, talking like you're tough. Have several seats. Lord.
I take is of the highest quality and freshness, and that's why I've been turning to AG1 for years.
Okay.
Unlike other vitamin brands.
Okay. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Now, shout out to the members. The members have badges. Okay. I feel recharged, even though it's kind of late night in my time. I hope y'all doing well. Share something with the members. I shared something with the members maybe an hour or so ago. I hope y'all saw it. It was a video of a dog trainer sort of sharing his stuff, right? And there's several videos like this. This is why I say y'all have no defense for dogs, no matter who you are. Okay? Listen. Dog lovers, I need y'all to understand something. Dog culture critics.
Or Italian Mastiff, however you like it.
Dog culture critics, we are here. We're not going nowhere, ever. Y'all gonna have to deal with us forever. Our population gonna explode within the next 10 years. Our presence is gonna be based on our ability to scare y'all away from debates. From true, serious debates. This looks very bad at this point for y'all. Okay? So y'all need to be realistic, I think. Be realistic. It's time to be realistic and evolve. Don't fight evolution. All right? Now, this guy is a popular dog trainer. He trains worthless mutts. Mutts, I like to use that word because it's like an abbreviation for mutant. Mutt mutant. And these are biological mutants, especially these. Cane Corso. It's a bully breed. Those nasty, disgusting, turd-faced, inbred mutants are the most disgusting and evil and most problematic dogs in society. Okay? And society glorifies them the most, at least it seems to me. Now, he has almost 2 million subscribers. Check him out. American Standard Dog Training. He's serious, ain't he? He got his he got treats in here. Got his pouch kind of attached to his belt there. I want you to watch him flaunt his stuff. He's about to hit y'all with some modern, evolved dog training.
Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Adventures in Dog Training with American Standard Dog Training and American Overwatch Canine Services. So right here is Thanos. He is an 8-month-old Cane Corso, or Cane Corso, or Italian Mastiff, however you'd like to call it. He's about 85 pounds, and we're going to show you what his very first training looks like. And he's going to be with us for a board and train program. And without further ado, we're going to jump right into it and show you what it looks like when you train your Cane Corso at home, what it could look like. For those of you who don't know, when it comes to training any puppy or dog, what we like to do is add a nice, huge, thick base layer or concrete foundation of everything. So we don't try to master anything on day one. We just try to touch on a little bit of everything. So let me show you what it looks like. We're going to do, you name it, we're doing it. Sits down, maybe a stay, a little bit of what healing would look like coming on and off the place board. We might even sprinkle in this little.
All right, buddy. So you hear him fast talking. He's fast talking his audience right now, just hitting with a bunch of babble, just to give off the impression that he is a expert and that he has skills.
So let's show you what it looks like. First thing I need to do is get him engaged with me. So, Hans, come here. Yes. You'll notice he's got a prong collar on. We're barely going to use that. He also has an e-collar on. We're not going to be using that. Just getting him used to wearing the equipment, and that wearing the equipment means awesome stuff is going to happen. Yes, we are charging up the marker word. We're also doing food lures. Yes, also teaching him to go on the place board, following my hand wherever it might go.
Following my hand wherever it might go. How hard do you think that really is? If you keep feeding it from your hand, is it really some accomplishment that it just always follows your hand? Okay, I'm with you though. I'm with you.
Yes, teaching a stand, teaching
a stand. So when it stands, he feeds it. Whenever it do something he wants it to do, he feeds it. So if the dog is not doing something that he wants it to do, he won't feed it. Like if he wants it to look him in the eye, he'll wait until it looks him in the eye, then he'll feed it.
Lowering him into a nice, pretty SIT. Yes. No, he doesn't spell. We just got lucky with that one. Yes, trying to teach him more of a competition style down because in 5.
See? He also wants it to lay flat when he wants it to. So he starts feeding it when it lays flat. This is high-tech stuff now, right? Come on now, don't bash him. He flexing his muscle. I told y'all we the only dog experts in the world. Hey, this is an assignment that we just have to accept. I hate to put it to y'all like that. These people don't know what they're talking about. You'll lose your mind listening to them.
Every side, this boy is going to be what we would call a stud McMuffin. He is going to be super sharp, off-leash healing, just super obedient. Beautiful dog. Yes, he's going to be a beautiful dog, which he already is, but with beautiful obedience, as much as we can squeeze in.
Understand. This dog is getting saliva everywhere, and he's just feeding it constantly because he wants it to do several things, is what he's basically doing. So he's just constantly feeding it, and it's just super focused on his hands.
We're already showing him a little bit of what the heel
okay.
position could look like, just building in some muscle memory. I'd love to get him into another SIT.
See,
yes.
Now he has nothing in his hand because it's not yet doing what he wants it to do. But the dog is just licking his hand, because the flavor of the dog food is now in his hand. He's getting saliva on his hands, then putting it back on the food. So now the dog is just licking his hand. So he don't have a treat in his hand yet. Or maybe he hasn't handed it to him. See?
We don't rush anything in these early stages.
Don't rush anything.
It, just seeing if I can cheat him into a pretty SIT. We take our time with it. Frustration will set in.
Saliva falling everywhere. It's disgusting. Dangerous. Yes. Hazardous. This is a health hazard. See? And then Okay, he wants it to sit, feed it. This is very goofy stuff. Ain't nothing high tech about this. And how in the world is this supposed to stop the thing from attacking who or whatever it wants to attack? All of you get attacked, even trainers. Trained dogs launch these unprovoked attacks just like the untrained dogs. Y'all have proven to be failures. As time goes on, dog attacks go up. Y'all are failures. I want the young upcoming generation to see through all this nonsense. What's the result of your work? Dog attacks going up, that means you're not doing your job. So y'all need to sit down somewhere with these little goofy tactics and whatnot. Caesar's dogs attacking people. He don't know what he's doing. He himself been attacked more than once. None of y'all little goofy methods work. And like I said, the numbers say everything that needs to be said. We have to be well over 5 million now at this point. I can't count the number of sources, different areas in the world, not just the United States, in the world that have said dog attacks have gone up drastically. It's usually more than doubled in every area that reports an increase. There's no way we're still at no 4.7 million dog bites per year. Okay, not only are dog bites rising, fatalities, of course, quite naturally. Fatalities are rising. Look at this dog. Wait a minute. Here recently, well, this wasn't recent, this was earlier this year. And this is almost too graphic to even show. Where this man got his legs attacked by a dog. Yeah, that's a little too horrific to even show. My goodness. But listen here. You expect training to be seen as magical powers over the dog's brain. And then when we see this training, all you're doing is getting it super focused on food and eating. That's very primitive and stupid. And we're going to move past that. You know, it's as simple as that. Let's say your training was phenomenal. When you look at the damage they inflict, it's not worth taking the chance. And when they're telling you things, like they're telling you, when they're up there telling you that these mutants will just randomly launch an attack on you because you don't slap it around. This is basically what he was saying. You're being too nice. You're not being stern, intimidating, aggressive. It is time to attack you. Listen, I'll let y'all see it for yourselves. Okay? This is another popular dog trainer. Richard Hines, like the ketchup. Listen to this.
Life. This dog mauled its owner. I mean, look at this picture.
Now, this was carried out by one of sausage dogs. Sausage dogs. Most of that is infection, bacteria. That's from how filthy and dangerous dog saliva is. It is so dumb to own one of these. So dumb. What if it bites your newborn? an infection like that. Are you out of your mind? That's why I say even the small ones need to go. This is dangerous. But let's listen to this.
I mean, that's insane. She put a beat down on that hand. Now here, you're going to see the last of rehab that he was doing. He just got the bandages off, and he was showing me here what the hand looks like now, and thank God he's able to use it, because they weren't sure if he was going to ever be able to use his hand again. But this picture I'm going to show you, this video, this was an experimental surgery that has not been done in the medical industry before. So he was explaining to me that they're using his case for all the medical guys. How did they do that, and what procedure if it ever happens again, because it's never been done before. This is how crazy this bite from this tiny little dog was.
Because he took the beats from him.
That's the man. That's the guy. And y'all saw that, didn't you? Still got the dog. See that? Still got the dog. See what I mean? This dog mentality, it's like it's regressive. It's cavemanish. You forfeit intelligence. You have to. You can't be an intelligent being. Intelligent beings wouldn't risk this. And then after he get an example of how dangerous it is, keeps it. Keeps it. Called the man in, called this guy in to train it. Yeah. This is what they wanted Kristi Noem to do. After you see aggression, reach out to a trainer. And that's how these trainers advertise themselves. They advertise themselves as people who can fix dog aggression no matter how aggressive the dog is. They make people think dogs always deserve another chance. And if they're still violent, it's because you haven't done your proper job as an owner and taken it to the right trainer. They encourage this mentality that they wanted Kristi Noem to have. Which is why it's so weird that her character emerged. Very strange. That's the mentality they wanted Kristi. That's the mentality that they chose to sacrifice. Sacrifice the person who refused to give a dog a second chance. But don't pretend as if those people have no argument or rebuttal against y'all little crusade against them. Okay, let's not take it to that level. Okay? So this guy, and this is dangerous stuff. Let's say Kristi brought that dog back home. Say, oh, give it another chance. Take it to the right trainer. And that dog bit somebody in her family. And what happened to this man's arm happened to their face. All because they did what the dog lovers said she should have done. Give it another chance. Give it more training. No. The infection in this man's arm was ridiculous. This is not the first injury we've seen like this. It's not just the bite, the puncture wound that you have to worry about with dog attacks. And they try to promote dog attacks or dog bite injuries as that. Oh, if you get bitten, just wash it, then go report it. This is a group of con artists. Amazing to see. Amazing stuff to watch, man. Truly is. Shout out to AP in the super chat, who is also a member of the channel. Revealing Egypt makes United States of America look like hellfire. They actually, I remember they carried out a culling in Egypt. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. But these people are dangerous. I believe that people are smart enough. The digital era is a lot different, and we're just getting started with it. I don't know why this digital era, the internet, I think is going to be temporary, because it opens the door for influences that go against the power, the influence coming from the people in authority, in power. They want to push a certain narrative. Well, other people might push another narrative. You don't know what's going to catch on. You don't know what's going to catch on. So I'm going to predict that we're going to always be here. It's impossible for us to go. We ain't going nowhere. Y'all going to always run from us. You're acting like you're ready for all the smoke. Huh? You act like you're just dog ready.
Governor Noem was scheduled to be on this program.
Yeah, you want to give the impression that, hey, we in the dog world, the dog lover world, we're ready to take on anybody who doesn't humanize dogs. People don't have to humanize dogs. I don't have to be some ultra crusader to respond to these people. Nobody has the right to treat these things as if they're human. And again, all these people talking smack, y'all meat eaters. You have no problem with animals being put down. Many of the animals that get killed that y'all eat suffer when they're killed. They're beaten over the head. Sometimes they take a long time to die. And y'all know it. The videos have been out for years. All over the internet. Look them up. Y'all ain't formed no rally against, and you ain't vegans. Y'all ain't no vegan. What you talking about? Okay, I'm riding on the basis we don't have to humanize these things. We don't, nobody has to. Under no moral obligation to treat these things like human beings. Like they always need a chance. And with humans, you don't give them that many chances. You quicker to give somebody life than you are to euthanize a dog. I can't just randomly start stabbing somebody's little one in the face and nothing happened to me. I get a second chance. Y'all start talking about how it was provoked. Think that's gonna happen? And you just, bottom line, you just can't carry out no corrupt and immoral culture like that forever. Again, history repeats itself. We've seen this tried before. We've seen civilizations try to normalize degenerate, wicked, evil cultures. Why they keep trying is beyond me. They'll start off okay and then just slowly get more and more degenerate. Right? Sneak allow the man dressed as a woman into an elementary or preschool to start dancing. Oh yeah. Oh, we're just getting freer and freer as civilization, you know, free and everything. Okay, what's next? We're going to have the same kind of statues erected around the country? Stop this. This has been proven. Carrying out a degenerate, disgusting, primitive culture, trying to normalize it, has been proven to fail. It's time to evolve. Simple as that. Shout out to everybody able to join me for this live stream. It's kind of late, but I'm sure to be back tomorrow. I'm glad to be back from my little hiatus. I'm going to take breaks more often because these people are nerve-wracking. They do work your blood pressure. I mean, I'm dealing with high levels of ignorance and backwardness here. It's probably better for me to not deal with it on a daily basis, but I will be with the members on a daily basis. Sometimes not always about dog content. So shout out to everyone. I hope you can join me on the next live stream as we continue with this crusade.